Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Craig Featherstone. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I make most of my money by doing tile and flooring, and you can look on Facebook under Featherstone Flooring just to see some examples of my work. I'm also a musician. You can see I got a mixer and all this here. I've got an album on YouTube called Cougar Bang. But I just want to sell that part first. But the real reason that I'm on here is to speak on behalf of our esteemed former president, Donald Trump. I already know that the media, which I have no respect for, they're the worst. They're doing all that they can to make a spin against him. I'm registered as an independent voter, and I did that in the Obama times, during his administration. I became an independent. Because I do realize how the Democrats, you've got issues, y'all. Y'all got issues. And especially amongst my population, my people. I'm ostracized from all of my family and most of my friends because of my political and ideological leanings. So I really have nothing to lose right now by doing what I'm doing. Should have done it a long time before, but I just don't want everybody in my damn business because I know it's going to come. And I'm hoping if Donald Trump sees this, give me a job, man. I don't want to do tile. Hopefully I can talk enough and be as charismatic as I can be. You can help me get in. But that's really not the focus of what I am doing this. I'm doing this because it's coming from my heart. That flag is upside down right now because this country is in goddamn trouble. And I know that there are a lot of folks who think that that man is the devil. I've got so much on this dude. But one thing about it is he's the lesser of the two evils, and not saying that either of them are evil because they're human beings. And I have no script, so please bear with me. I'm trying to give you what I've got in my heart right now. I would not have nuclear codes in the hands of Kamala Harris. The ones who are thinking about themselves, oh, she black and she this and that. No. You've got to think past yourself and think about the collective as being an American. You actually have the opportunity to speak your mind like you do because America is what it fucking is. Thousands of years, there's been situations in different cultures where people have been suppressed of their ability to voice their opinion. And if you really look at how society goes when people get their actual opportunity to do it, look what happens. Civilizations fall. I really want you to do some research on this to understand that we have to have some sort of order. We can't let a 1%, 5% or whatever, just to have equality or whatever. Yes, I understand that part. Black folks, we came a long way. And we came so damn far that we have this situation where we can make our own choices. If we all broke off from the population, we would have the 25th nation the 25th richest nation on this planet. There are over 200 and some odd nations. We would have the 25th. But the simple fact that black folks don't know how to come together because the boule are getting everything that was laid out. And the rest of us, we are just so conditioned. Just so conditioned. It's time for you to break away from this and understand that you got to work for the collective. You have to work for all of us, not just yourself. I don't care how much money you have. One thing I got to tell you, there's going to be a time, if all of this continues to go in the fashion that it's going. When Rome fell, the Mongols came from the east. Yeah, the east. They didn't care about protocol and oh sir and all that. They smacked you in your damn face. You only have, not even smacked you in the face, they just stabbed you in your face. And you don't even realize it because you're too comfortable, because you never understood what fighting for this shit was really about. And we actually are in a precarious situation. And we've got 90 days, something like that, 97 days as of today to vote on this. And you still talking about somebody who's going to put somebody twerking on the damn stage? What is wrong with you? I got a niece, and I love her. I love my whole family. Go to the party, or a party, excuse me, I'm sorry, to a party, Sweet 16 party, and they have no regard for anyone in their area. My niece takes her whole ass and turns it towards me and shakes it, twerking. And I said it. It took me to be drunk to do it, but I said, it's disgusting. And I'm told that I'm the bad guy. That's how degenerate this country has become. There's no shame. And the thing about it is, I don't mean to be sexist, but we give in to women too much. Men, we've got to stand up. Somebody's got to say you're wrong. I might sound like I'm rambling, just going there, but it seems like the Democrats are focusing solely on something like that to get your vote, but they're not going to do anything for you. Haven't you figured that out yet? Hawk Taw said, I'm not going to do nothing for you. No. She said that and told you, and then did it with an attitude, and yet you still call her queen, skeevy, and all this dumb shit. As a matter of fact, fraternities, y'all suck. Churches, y'all suck. You don't do nothing for our black population because we are the worst that we've ever been, and we're going to be at the bottom until we call y'all out. And then we've got those who are black, who have the resources, who have the ability to try to skew our mindsets. But they refuse to do that because they sold you out. Like I said, I'm an independent. I never even... I went for Clinton when he played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. I voted for him. I voted for Obama. My dumb ass. All they put him in power to do was to kill every other black person overseas because the dinar was going to be put into play. He was the first one to use drones. And drones are going to be really, really prolific in the next few years. You better realize that. All these kids that are playing these video games, they're training. And I play it too. I play Hyper Dash. So anybody playing Hyper Dash, play it. That'll show you how quick you are going to have to be to understand how this is. I'm just so at a loss for words, and I didn't put anything down, but I just want to speak my truth. And I want to let people like this know that it's not about being a victim. Yes, we had civil rights. Yes, there's racism. All of that exists. But if you have what you have in your heart and soul, and you actually have something to give to this society, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing. So stop that bullshit. All of this shooting and all this that's going on between us, the ones that go to work don't get shot. I sound like an old man talking about get off my lawn, get off my lawn. Maybe so. But the thing about it is the Oriental cultures, you know what they do? They listen to the older people who understand, who went through everything. It's not new times. There's no such thing. Nothing new under the sun. Donald Trump is the best thing that we've got going because he wants to keep this country solvent. You might not like what he says. You might not like what he does, but at least he wants this country to keep going. Do you realize that 70% of all of our tax base, look at your paycheck, what comes out your check, 70% of that goes to our debt. There's only 30% left. And that has to deal with everything that's going on here. And you got the nerve to let 12 million people in here and pay them $1,500, give them housing, take over schools in your neighborhoods, stupid asses. I don't know what the hell to say. America's gonna fall. That happened perfect time. It's gonna fall. This cannot sustain itself. Damn that. And then that must be some Chinese goddamn duct tape. Because look what happened. I put it up there just to show you, but perfect timing. Perfect timing. And I, like I said before, I lost so many people in my life for feeling the way I feel, but I know I'm not wrong. People. James Brown said it best. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Just open the door and I'm going to get it myself. And Donald Trump will do that. Businesses will flourish. Only thing I don't like about him, I'm never going to lie. Animals, the environment, all of those things, they are going to be under attack. I understand that. And we're going to have to work on that with that man. Because he is about that money, and things, since the start of the Industrial Revolution, things are dwindling. More species have been put out of existence since then. And that's not cool because God made everything and we want it to exist. But right now, as a population and a people, I have to say, I want this country to stay solvent because you actually have the right to say what you want to say because of this. And you can walk around and just and all of this. You got it because of the people who died, gave their lives, and did what they could to make this what it is. And I'm talking about everybody. And then you want to, now I'm going to change the subject. You want to talk about Kamala Harris, about she's black. Stop it, I say. You need to watch Judge Joe Brown's a little interview that he had. Where's the camera? Is it here? Yeah, there it is. I'm going to look in the camera. Hawk tall. We ain't falling for you. I'm not falling for you. But I'm hoping that the words that I say will let them know. Because you know what? Most of your people, they run the stores and they don't even want to put the money that we give them in our hand. They'll throw it on the damn counter. They don't want to touch you. See, y'all don't understand that part. But what's really fucked up is the simple fact that we should have our own stores in our own neighborhoods anyway. I may have to edit this because I know I'm saying some shit, but I might not. I might. But just, I need you to understand this country will not survive until we come together as a people and think about America, not yourself. Like an ant colony. That's what we are. I'm going to get out of here. Peace.